Imagine this. You're Jimmy Kimmel, and you've been America's late-night court jester for 2 decades. Then one night, you say the wrong thing about the wrong guy, and boom! You're suspended, blacked out in nearly a quarter of American homes, and your ratings nosedive 64% in 2 nights.
He was canceled for a politically insensitive mischaracterization of an assassination of a prominent American hero to many, many in this country. Even if you think what Jimmy Kimmel said was a crock of BS, should he still have the right to say it?
And here's the line that lit the match. Well, we hit some new lows over the weekend with the MAGA crowd desperately trying to characterize this kid who had murdered Charlie Kirk as anything other than one of them. It wasn't even funny. That was Jimmy Kimmel going politically nuclear. And ABC didn't suspend him because they suddenly lost their sense of humor. The FCC chair, Brendan Carr, publicly threatened consequences. For networks like ABC, it's simple math. No license, no show. Pulling him was about survival, not politics.
But that's exactly the problem. If a comedian can get erased for commentary, then free speech is just a nice slogan. You don't have to like Kimmel. I don't like Kimmel at all. But once networks start deciding who's allowed to speak, we are truly talking about censorship.
And it wasn't just Disney or ABC. Sinclair Broadcast Group and Nexstar Media, 2 of the biggest station owners in the entire country, said, not on our airwaves. That blocked out Kimmel from nearly 23% of US households.
The FCC pressures the networks, the affiliates cave, and suddenly millions of viewers lose their choice. I'm sorry, but that's not protecting the audience. That is pure government control.
Layla, come on. Sinclair, Nexstar, ABC, the major networks, they use the public airwaves. That's federally regulated space. They're mandated to operate in the public interest. And if you think content is politically distorting or harmful, it's just not allowed.
And who defines public interest? That's the danger, my friends. Today it's Jimmy Kimmel. Tomorrow it could be anyone who says something inconvenient. Free speech isn't about protecting what's easy, it's about allowing what's uncomfortable.
Then came September 23rd, Kimmel's grand comeback. 6.26 million viewers. That's nearly 4 times his usual 1.7 million. And for one night, Jimmy Kimmel was the Super Bowl of apologies. But here's the catch. These major networks, ABC, NBC, CBS, they were created with a mandate to serve the public interest. For years, these so-called comedy hosts have turned that platform into a personal soapbox, hammering one political party while worshiping another. That's not comedy, it's propaganda.
Look, I disagree with everything Jimmy said. I think his comments were reckless and disgusting. But at the end of the day, I'm an adult with a pretty sexy brain in my head. I don't need big government telling me who I should or shouldn't watch.
Fair enough, to a certain extent, you're right. We can all turn off the TV. But here's the reality. Millions of Americans don't critically think for themselves anymore. They regurgitate whatever narrative they're spoon-fed. And that's exactly why the networks and affiliates have to step in.
Okay, David. So basically, you're calling the American people stupid, huh?
I'm not saying Americans are stupid, Layla. I'm saying, America, wake up. Wake up. Wake the F up. 2 nights later, Kimmel's ratings cratered compared to his comeback night. But here's the twist. 2.3 million was actually slightly higher than his normal median viewership of about 1.7 million.
And that proves my point. Let the audience decide without Big Brother making the choice for them.
Meanwhile, Sinclair and Nexstar finally reversed course on September 26, putting Kimmel back on the air. Advertisers wanted the eyeballs, and the blackout was costing them money.
He wasn't restored because of free speech. The outrage was less profitable than keeping him on air.
Bottom line, ABC and its affiliates played by the rules. They're mandated to operate in the public interest. And when a host crosses that line into political distortion, they act.
And here's the flip side to all this. Free speech doesn't mean defending what you like. It means defending what you can't stand. If Jimmy Kimmel can be silenced, so can anyone.
Let us know who you agree with, me or Layla, and why. Thank you so much for watching. Please subscribe and like for more stories that they'd rather you forget.
You know, Layla, we talk on the show a lot about how your online reputation can be used against you, but what if you could take back control?
Guess what?
What?
Erase.com does exactly that.
Are you kidding me?
They're an online reputation management company that is fantastic. They allow you to take back the power and not let the digital world decide what is said about you.
You know, you bring up a good point. Don't let your online past define your future. These folks, they should call the experts at erase.com because they can help.
Like they helped us?
They sure did.
And because you listen to Erase, if you just type in the promo code ERASED10, you will receive 10% off these amazing services that help you take back your power.
That's a great deal. Reference promo code ERASE10. You can get a 10% discount off their services.
I like it.
Do it now.
Do it now.